because the biggest thing I can say about DoorDash is time is money. Let's see how much I made DoorDashing all this week. Could I survive solely on DoorDash? Hello everybody. I hope you all are doing so well this morning. So I have some DoorDash I have to go do this morning. I thought maybe I'd take you guys along. Let me go ahead and open this up. I'll show you guys. You can dash up to 15 minutes early, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the dash going here. Here we go. I'm gonna navigate my way to where I need to be, and then let's see how much I make today. So this isn't gonna be a tutorial or anything on how to use DoorDash. This is just simply you guys kind of hanging out with me to see what DoorDash is about. I know you guys might have heard of all these different gig jobs, which is pretty much what I've been doing as of recently. So I do a lot of different things. I do YouTube videos, we do Flex, we do DoorDash, and just a few other things. Jeff has his full-time day job. So there's a lot of different things that we do to kind of just make money in the world that we live in today. And the reason why I do all these gig jobs is so that way, for one, to help pay for groceries, and number two, so that way we can actually go out and do things as a family. Because if I didn't do these gig jobs, we wouldn't be able to do anything pretty much. We would just work and come home and that's it. So anyways, right now I'm just sitting outside of a Dollar General, which is one of the places that DoorDash goes through. And I'm just gonna give it a few minutes and I'm gonna sit here and wait. As you can see, supposedly I have a 3 to 13 minute wait. There's nothing really going on this side of town for me, but there's a lot of construction going on and I really don't feel like going over to the other side of town because I might be confronted with the task of having to get through roads that are closed down for me in my particular area. So I'm gonna try to stay on this side and see if anything opens up. Hopefully something comes through soon. I already told Jeff that if I don't get anything within the first 30 minutes, because I don't want to waste my gas, that I'll probably just come back home because I'm not too far away from home. I like to try to keep it as close as possible to home. I do have to say the last few times that I've been out door dashing, it was pretty good. It was starting to bum me out because I wasn't really making too much, because I only have a certain amount of time that I can do it after I drop Molly off at school till when I have to pick Sadie up from school. So there's only so many hours in between that I can go out and do this. You know, it really ranges anywhere between $20 to $50 that I can potentially make, but you have to factor in how many miles you're going. You have to factor in, you know, what is it compared to the miles and all that. So is it really worth it? All right, I think I sat here long enough, so I'm gonna start moving again. I'm probably gonna move down the road a little bit to another place. There's a Wawa down the road, and that's usually another place that a lot of orders come through. So I'm gonna go ahead and head that way. Something just popped up here. We have Empire Bagels, which I was on my way there anyways. So it's $8 for only 4 miles. That's really good. I'm gonna go ahead and accept it. So I'm gonna head there. That's funny. I was heading there anyways, so good.
Turn right, then turn left.
Sorry about that. All right, I'm gonna go in there and grab this real quick. All right, it wants me to take a picture of my bag. Sometimes it makes you do that just to verify that you have your dasher bag, which I do. I always do. So I'm gonna take a picture of that real quick. Always treat everybody's food like it's your food. Okay, there we go. All right, now we're gonna go deliver this food. Okay, I'm here. Pull this order out and get it up to the door. Okay. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All right, let's keep going. Okay, now we're getting a little heat bubble around the area I would like to be in. It says near Burger King, so maybe on our way back we'll get something more. I don't know. But so far that one was pretty good. But like I said, the past few times was pretty good, but the week before that it was like I was getting $2 ones and I'd have to go like 7 miles for $2. Those aren't worth it to me. So I kind of didn't do it for a week there just to kind of halt it. And then when I came back, I was doing pretty good. Got another one for Dollar General, $6 for 3 miles. So I'm gonna go ahead and accept that as well. So that just means that we're going to have to shop for the items for the person and then deliver it. So being that I'm 21 and older, you know, I can purchase anything, or I can go shopping for anybody, pretty much for anything. It could be alcohol, it could be candles, it could be like the most mundane thing. We can shop for it for people. So typically when I do Dollar General, it's only a few things, and normally it's snacks. Like people want snacks. I don't know, maybe they're at work or something. I don't know. So I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of that. I arrived at the store. I will need to shop for items. There's 11 items. That's not too bad. It looks like somebody's getting ready for dinner tonight. So that's what we're going to be shopping for. So let's go ahead and get in here. It really sends this little intro to the people. It's just like a basic intro. So I'm going to go ahead and send that. And then we're going to go find our items. It looks like somebody's having tacos. I guess not everybody wants tacos. There's a pizza in here too. All right, that one's complete. I think I'm gonna put these in the back actually. 2 orders down, that's not too bad. I like when they're like that, like one after another, because if I feel like if I sit for too long, I feel like I'm just wasting my gas, and that makes me not want to dash anymore for the day. So when they're really close like that, I enjoy that. That's good, especially with the amount that I'm getting for the miles that I'm going. That's really great as well, because the more miles, obviously, the more it takes away from my gas money, and the more it takes away from whatever I earn the day that I'm doing Dash. So now I'm in front of a Walgreens, which I've had to shop at a Walgreens before too, but I'm in front of the Walgreens near the bagel place because that says it's still hot right now, and I'm just gonna sit and wait. It says 3 to 11 minutes, so it really varies. Now it is just a random Tuesday, weird times. It's 10 o'clock right now. So for the 2 that I got, that was pretty good, you know, for it being a Tuesday randomly, you know, at 10 o'clock in the morning. But these are typically the times that I go out and do door dashing. I don't really go in the afternoons too much because obviously the family's home by then, and I'm not going to drag everybody around to go do DoorDash, but I have done it a few times. And in the evenings, obviously, it has potential to make even more money, you know, because you're getting that lunch or that dinner rush coming through, but also that has the potential of you standing around and waiting for orders, because I've gone to pizza places in the afternoons where it literally took 45 minutes to get the pizza because they were so busy, and it was me and like 10 other DoorDashers waiting for their orders. So it could be an afternoon like that, which is very frustrating. So you have to constantly be, you know, messaging the customer like, I'm so sorry, or, you know, they're in the middle of making your order, and it's just frustrating. But yeah, that's what you have to deal with pretty much in the afternoons if you go out and do DoorDash. So that's why I kind of prefer before lunch. Between breakfast and lunch is pretty good for me. Everything's quick, everything's easy, everything's ready to go. I walk in, I grab the stuff, and I deliver it. It's very fast paced. All right, I just got another order, Pizza Hut. It's only 3 miles, and I have the potential of earning more than $8, so I'm gonna go ahead and accept that. That's a really good one. Getting really good ones today. All right, let's head over to the Pizza Hut. For Pizza Hut, I have to grab my pizza bag, which is in the back. So I'm gonna grab that and get the pizza. Woo. That was a large order. All right, I'm here, I'm gonna get it delivered, and I'll be right back. Sometimes people want you to come into their house and help them out, because, you know, I live in an area where it's a lot of elderly people, and so they might need some help, and she needed some help. It was a very large order she got. So, and then she had a dog that was super excited too, but we got it. Another one for Dollar General where I shop for them and pick their stuff up and deliver it to it. What do we got? $8 for 2 miles. I'm gonna go ahead and take that as well. It's a different Dollar General. I thought it was the same Dollar General I usually go to. We have 2 Dollar Generals, and it's the one I just passed. So now I have to turn around and go back to that Dollar General. I wish it was a little bit quicker. So now I got to do a Yui here. All right, I'm here. I'm just gonna make sure I don't need my ID because I don't really take anything in. I have my Dasher card, so that's all I need. So I arrived at store. I'm getting 8 items. Yeah, and it's mostly snacks, like I said. That's usually what I get when when I go to the Dollar General. It's usually snacks that I'm getting for people. So I'm gonna go ahead and get in here and get this going. Hello. It is day 2 of door dashing this week. What day are we on? Today is Wednesday. It is 9:25 and I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, there we go. You guys are sliding. I'm gonna go ahead and start up my dash and get the day going. Got my first one for Subway, $8, 3 miles. I'm gonna go ahead and accept that. First order of the day, a nice hot sub for somebody for breakfast. So let me get this in my bag so it stays hot. Whoop, there we go. There we go. Into the bag she goes. All right, let's go. That's too funny. It was the same exact person that I started with yesterday. So I don't know if they can choose me as their dasher, because I know I'm not the only dasher in town, but maybe it just correlated with when they ordered and when I started that I picked it up again. So we'll see tomorrow if I get the same person again tomorrow. But I've had that happen to me a few times where I have delivered to the same people numerous times. So like I said, I don't know if people can choose me as a dasher or not. I don't know. Maybe it just works out like that. Okay, I pulled over. I'm by the Walgreens, my spot. It's like right in the middle of Wawa, Bagel Place, Publix, all that. The wait today, though, is a bit longer than yesterday. It says 5 to 15 minutes. So, like I kind of talked about yesterday, I really do enjoy working between breakfast and lunch because I do tend to get really good offers. I do get really high paying like tips and stuff like that, which is really nice. The only thing about that is some days I get nothing. And those days I pretty much just go home early. If I'm sitting for longer than 30 minutes in my car and I'm not getting anything, I'm just gonna go home because I don't want to, again, waste my gas or my time because I still have stuff I got to do at home. You know, I still have a lot of things I have to do. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so there's always cleaning to be done, laundry, all kinds of stuff I got to get done on top of like my YouTube videos and stuff like that. So if I feel like I'm wasting my time on a dash, I will just head home. Because the biggest thing I can say about DoorDash is time is money. The longer it takes to get an order or the longer it takes to drive, you know, the more miles that you spend is more money that you're not making. You know what I mean? But sitting around waiting takes money out of your pocket. So if you're sitting at the pizza place like I talked about yesterday and you're waiting 45 minutes, that's less money that you're going to be making because you could have potentially went out and did, you know, a couple more dashes in between waiting for all that. And what are you making for that dash? You're only making, you know, what, $6 and you waited 45 minutes for it. So it can be kind of stressful sometimes as far as that goes, because I don't think a lot of people realize that time is money. So the quicker things are picked up and delivered, the quicker you potentially get snagged for something else to get done. But it just switched now. Hotspots refresh every about 9 minutes. And now it says the estimated time is 9 to 19 minutes. So I don't know, guys. Today might not be a good day to dash. I mean, at least I got one, right? At least I got the one. We'll see. I might move to another spot. I only like to sit for about 5 minutes and then I'll move to another spot because I feel like the closer you are to certain things, the more you'll get picked up. So like, I know Wawa's right across the street, but maybe it'll pick me up first if I'm closer to it, if I'm like 200 feet versus, you know, across the street from it. I decided to go further. We're not gonna stay right by the house today. We're gonna go further. Okay, we're gonna go to the bigger hot spots and see what I can pick up from there. The last time I went to the bigger hot spots, I got a few that were $30, which is really nice. But I did have to drive 16 miles, which I guess technically isn't too bad. I had to go shopping just for like 2 items, and it was 16 miles altogether, but $30, I couldn't pass it up. So maybe I'll get hit up again for something in that manner. We'll see. I got picked up for something from Wawa, and I just passed Wawa, so I gotta do a Yui. I gotta go back. That's what I get for trying to leave my side of town. I should have just went over to Wawa, like I said. Now I had to turn around. Oh well. This one has drinks, and drinks always make me nervous, but it's got the nice stickers on the top, and it has a nice carrier, so it'll be fine. All right, just dropped that one off. So 2 deliveries so far, not too bad. $15. Not too bad. I've been going at it for about an hour now, though. I feel like I I should have had more, but I've only gone like 7 miles and $15. That's pretty good so far. I'm just gonna go sit back at the Wawa, but I did have one come through and I kind of hemmed and hawed over it. I didn't take it, but they wanted me to go back to Subway and then to the customer's house, and it was 7 miles altogether for only $5, and I didn't take it. I don't know, it was more miles than money, so that's why I decided not to take that one. So we'll go over to Wawa and see if I get any more, because now it's 4 to 14 minutes, so I don't know. I could get one any second. It could be a while, I don't know. It's been like 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and move spots, but this might be it for the day. Might be it. As I was crossing the street to come over to the other side where the bagel shop is, I got picked up for something at the bagel shop. $8 for 3 miles, I'll take it. I'm over at the Dollar General. I decided to sit here for a little bit. I did pick up one more, but I am hitting almost 25 miles. I really didn't want to go over 25 miles because now the miles are getting too close to how much I'm making. So far I'm at $27 and I'm at $23 right now. So I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go unless I get some really good offers that come in, because I don't want my miles to go over how much I made. So, okay, day 3, it's Thursday, day 3. I got my dash going. I haven't gotten anything yet. I just dropped Molly off. So hopefully I'll pick up something soon. First one of the day is okay, but I took it because it's more money than miles, but it was about $4 and some change. I don't know what the change is all about for 2 miles. So I went ahead and took it. I'm gonna go in here and get it and I'll be right back. Okay, I took one that's a little controversial. It's $17 for 16 miles. I shouldn't have did it, but I did it. Let's go get it. Got my pickup, and you know what, like I said earlier, I kind of did want to go to the other side of town today just to see what was out there, see if I could get better deals. So it's bringing me to the other side of town. So hopefully I don't regret this decision. Anyways, I was going there anyways, right? That's how you got to think of it. $17 for 16 miles. I wish it was a little bit more, but it is what it is. So Florida's known for these weird communities where it is literally miles before you get back into some of these neighborhoods, and there's like no other way to get into it. And Jeff and I are used to it because we do flex, but it still baffles me how far back some of these neighborhoods go. There's only one main entrance to get in and out of the place. Like that's just crazy to me. Anyways, I delivered. Most of the miles were just driving through the community to get to the house, but I delivered it, so now I'm heading back. So I never had this happen before. I was in getting another order from the KFC, and I had something come through for somebody completely different, but in the same area at the Culver's, which is right next door to it. So I went ahead and took it. So I got 2 orders and 1 to deliver. I got picked up for one last order, which is fine. I'm ready to go home. But one last order from a place I've never had to go to before, Qdoba. I've never picked up a delivery from there. So let's go get that last order. Good morning. I'm in my craft space. I'm getting some stuff done, but I wanted to wrap up this video quick and tell you guys how much I made for the week for doing DoorDash. It's Saturday this morning, so let's see how much I made DoorDashing all this week. So I DoorDashed Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I also DoorDashed Friday, which I didn't show you guys. I just went out and did it because I was busy. I had like other things I had to do. I did 18 deliveries altogether for those 4 days, and it took me 8 hours of dash time to complete those deliveries, which is not bad. And I made $143.59, which is not bad at all for a stay-at-home mom just kind of doing this a little tiny bit each day. I know there's other people out there that do this like all day long, every day, but I only have, like I said, a certain amount of times that I can do it, seeing as I have 4 kids here that I have to come back and take care of, you know, go pick up from school, drop off. So I only have so much time in between when nobody's home that I can DoorDash. So for being that little amount of time, that's really not too bad. I think that's pretty good for just random days, like in between breakfast and lunch. Like that's pretty good. I think the one main thing I really like about DoorDash is how easy it is to start up. Like I just signed up and I got in right away. There's other gig work though, that's like Amazon and Spark and all that. I'm still on Spark's waiting list. I'm on a lot of other waiting lists actually, because I guess it's a lot harder to get into those. There's like too many other people, but DoorDash was the only one that like I signed up and I got in within the hour with DoorDash. So I was out DoorDashing within an hour. After everything, you know, they have to run your background check and all that. But after your background check, you can go out and DoorDash right away. But I really like the fact that, like, if we were out doing stuff as a family and I was like, oh, I need to just make a little extra money. Like if we went out on vacation and I was like, I need just a little extra money, I could go out wherever I'm at in the United States and DoorDash wherever I am and make a little extra money wherever I go. Could I survive solely on DoorDash? No, personally, I couldn't. My family's too large. That's not enough money for me to be able to survive. But if I was single and I was on a strict budget, DoorDash could possibly work. But yeah, that's what I do on the side to earn a little extra money so that way I can get groceries and for us to be able to go out and do fun things as a family. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know down below and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.